think he was trying to be helpful, but like that's not how our dishwasher works. Oh my god. Why? Good morning. It is a new week. So I'm going to make some coffee, see if any of that actually got cleaned. I'll do some dishes later. I really don't like doing dishes first thing in the morning. It makes me upset. I don't know why, but it does. I feel like it's like messes with my vibe. How are y'all doing? How is, we're officially in week 12, 13? I don't know. It's Sunday. I think 13. I don't know. My vlog will tell you. So how's life going? I think I'm gonna do a, oh, I can't do it this week because I love the kids, but I want to do a YouTube live. I might do it next week. Me cooking, because like y'all on Instagram are real big fans of that. Plus I'm like really into Alton Brown and his wife, him and his wife do these like quarantine kitchens every week. Not saying that I'm the same thing, but like, move this, there. Not saying the same thing, but it would be cool to like, I just like how they just really don't give a shit. Because, you know, same. So I was like, oh, I could do that. Alright, so his decaf one's done. Now I need the moneymaker.
Hey, baby.
What?
I'm gonna give Tucker all our weed.
All of our weed?
Yeah.
Like marijuana?
Yeah.
We have marijuana?
Well, we got, remember your 2 edibles? And I have some leftover.
How old is that?
Those edibles?
At least 2 years. I've been taking them since I've had back surgery.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him know. She's trying some stuff to manage pain.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking?
And I have some.
How old is your weed?
I already told him it's about the same age. Maybe a little older.
Yeah, that's fine.
I already told him it's all old.
Okay. I would totally tell you ran the dishwasher.
What?
Because I like didn't do anything. Or this, I fucking hate this dishwasher.
Which didn't do anything?
The bottom rack, first off, never put the stainless steel in there. Second, don't put a bowl on the bottom rack because it won't clean it.
Alright. Really?
Yeah. Like that's why all the bowls are always up here, and that's why I will run it if it's just bowls. Because they just, for some reason, do not get clean. And it's so frustrating. I know you didn't do it on purpose. I'm just, like, in case you wanted to know why I'm hand washing some of this shit. Also, don't,
Well, I turned on the zone booster for the bottom.
I always have that on. It doesn't do anything.
How does? That's interesting. Does it get the silverware clean?
As long as it's not,
Caked on?
as long as it's been rinsed off, it's not caked on and they're not like together, yes. So I think that, I kind of think the zone booster applies to the silver.
Well, it depends. There's 2 zone boosters.
Yeah, I don't, but I mean like a lower level one?
Yeah, well, there's 2 lower levels.
Oh, I don't know. But just in the experience that I've had with this thing, it doesn't, it's just so not, you know? Don't ever buy Samsung appliances. This gets way easier to manage once it's been used for a while. my melons. I just watered yesterday because it was kind of dry. That's the yellow moon and star. I've got a little new rainbow bell pepper sprout right there. One, two. Okay, I was like, I had two, and there's three. These are my sugar baby. Is that four, or is that just like a leaf that flew in here? These are, I always want to call them sweet baby. They're called sugar baby. They're more petite and they're sweeter and they're less seedy than like a traditional watermelon, but they look exactly the same in terms of the colors. I watered for flowers. I really hope these are not weeds. I don't know. This doesn't inspire confidence because these I don't think I planted at all. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But then again, I see all these little babies, so maybe I've got, I don't know. We're going to find out. These are the Kajari melons. These are my pride and joy. Because these are the rarest seeds that I have. I only got 10, and I planted 6 of my 10. So the fact that I've got 5 such strong, sturdy, you know what I mean? It's just amazing, my little seedlings. I'm very pleased with that. And I'd love to be able to like keep the seeds from those. So hopefully if they come to harvest, you know what I mean, keep it going. So I've got a strong beefsteak seedling right here. I've got some Cherokee purple ones coming up for real back there. I've got another one right there. I had reseeded these outside of the pots. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. But my rainbow cherry tomatoes are doing beautifully. So that's really promising. Still no luck on the purple beauty bell peppers. I can't tell if I'm early or late. I'll let you know. Hey, ma'am. No, ma'am. Come here. Thank you. And then I don't have anything up with my green onions. Oh, I'll show you my indoor garden now. My herbs. I'll show you those. She's pissed at me. I keep you safe. You can't see out of the one eye. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Okay. So here's my little garlic chive in that. I don't know if you can see it. And then I've got some basil. So I've got 2 different kinds of basil, sweet and purple ruffles. And then over here, my lower ones, you can really see it. So we're getting there.
And then you're gonna fall like a cocksucker. Alright, yeah. Fuck you.
So good morning. We meaning I'm holding a camera and he's doing the work. We're gonna hang the David Bowie piece. So he's trying to sort out the level so he can place this thing correctly. The frame, Francis told me was like it's a custom, what do they call it? Like a floating frame that like artists do. So it's, I don't know, there's some, I'm gonna get it all wrong and my eye keeps itching, so I'm a little distracted. But yeah, so we're trying to do it to where it, you know, is we're hanging this really nice piece of art correctly. And it's Sunday, which means we're gonna have Tex-Mex for dinner tonight, which makes me super excited. And I think I'm gonna do the that, was it the All-Star ride? I think it's what they called it, the Peloton ride. I'm gonna do the Alex one today. This is like a super controversial statement, I feel like, in the Peloton community, but Robin's just not my jam. Like, she's just not, I just can't get down with her rides. As a person, she's amazing, but as an instructor, she's just not my vibe. So I'm gonna do the Alex one, which I'm pretty sure is like a form of death. Because anytime I take like an athlete focused Alex ride, I'm immediately like, oh my God, what am I doing? And I'm pretty intense on the Peloton. So I think part of that though is just me actually trying, you know, and pushing and everything. So I'm gonna do that again today. But I'm excited about that. And then I'm gonna take, I saw that Dennis, I really love Dennis. If you guys have a Peloton bike, I can't speak to the tread at all, but if you have the bike, if you are interested in doing any kind of endurance training, depending on your personality, Matt's really popular, and I know Christina's too. It's totally a vibe thing and a playlist thing with me. But I really love Dennis as an instructor. He is, and he rides to the beat of the music. So if you're one of those people, I'm totally that kind of person. That just makes like your life so much easier, so you can focus on like what you need to be focused on, like your form and whatnot. So yeah, so if you, anyway, I saw he posted or Peloton posted what is it, Power Zone Endurance Max ride. So that's totally my jam. So and he did it. So, and it's like 45 minutes long, and I'm dying for more 45-minute classes because I always do like,
how are you not fucking level?
I always do like over an hour. And having to put like cocktail, like 30s and 20s, it drives me nuts. So I'd rather do a 40, like either 2 45s or what is happening with my hair, you know? So anyway, that's what's going on in the Peloton world for me today. This is what's going on in my house. How you doing, baby?
All right.
Okay. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I got a puppy who's like, oh no. Oh my gosh.
All right,
What?
that's maybe within a half inch of being exactly in the middle.
The target?
The line,
Oh, I see. Okay.
the vertical line.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm thinking about putting the line, or hanging the frame from there.
From the target?
I'm gonna hold this up here and tell me how it looks.
Okay.
Quick decisions.
Okay.
This is not light.
I know. Please be careful.
Well, obviously, but that's why I need quick. Let's see. So, looking at it, put it about right here.
It looks a little to the right.
Sweetheart, height.
Height is fine. It's a little off center, but it looks fine.
Height. We're only talking height. Because you see the line?
Yes.
You see the vertical line?
Yes.
That's where I'll line the center of the painting on.
Oh, okay, then a tiny bit lower.
How much lower?
Keep going. Right, like right there. That's good.
So that means I need to drop this line like 6 inches?
Yeah. I'd say like 5 or 6.
So I'm using a laser level. So this thing's kind of awesome. You set it up. You're going to do like a line of pictures. You set it up across the room. You can dial in.
By line of pictures, he means if you wanted to do like a gallery wall or something like that. Or if you're doing what he's doing, which is like, you know, dangerous and challenging, this makes your life a hell of a lot easier, and it makes your potential for, you know, falling or any kind of hazard lower. Makes the time spent in sketchy spots more intentional and shorter.
Yep, and I also only give Sarah like one decision, and you're living with where it's mounted, and not go climbing up and down several times.
Yeah, that already looks better. I mean, I know it's bouncing, but it looks better. Yes.
All right there.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Okay.
I see what he meant by like the large scale stuff, but I think for that wall, it's actually a really good size.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, I think if we had gone bigger, we couldn't have fit it there. It would look weird. She's watching him. Like, what is you doing? Oh, Jesus. I don't know.
Okay.
How long his legs are. It's like so crazy to me.
So the line is level, so all I have to do is just put the screw right on the line.
Okay.
And so I don't have to worry about it being level.
Because you've already confirmed it.
So that's what that laser does for me. So this is so I want my screws 2 feet. The mounting on the back of that is 2 feet.
Okay.
So I want 12 inches on each side.
Right.
So I identify this as center. I can measure 12 inches over, 12 inches over, 2 feet.
Right.
Confirm. 12. This part doesn't have to be incredibly accurate. You know, like a quarter of an inch, eighth of an inch isn't going to matter. But but
You want to be close enough.
getting closer will put you in a spot where it is easier to line up. So these guys, that one didn't go into a stud. Neither did this one, so we're going to have to use anchors. So we use, all right.
I feel like this is a really good opportunity to talk about the fact that you should have shorts or some sort of apparel on that allows you to do what he just did, because that's so useful.
This is a drywall anchor.
Where does one find those?
You can find them. Hell, this is out of a set from IKEA.
Oh, Jesus.
So you can find them anywhere.
Okay.
Home Depot. You can find them at HEB.
Okay.
That's
a grocery store if you don't live in Texas.
Yeah, it's the only grocery store in Texas.
That's not true.
It's the only one we care about.
Yeah.
So when you push this in, these parts here will spread out and they'll hold against the drywall.
Okay.
So what happens is when you just put this in and then put some weight on it, the drywall is basically just it's gypsum, so it's like a sand. So if you have a hole and you just go like this in the hole, it will start widening the hole, meaning this won't hold. When you put this in, this kind of pulls out and anchors and grabs on.
Okay.
And instead of ripping through.
Okay.
So something like this, when you're not in drywall, these things are typically rated for I think these are like 75 pounds each.
Okay.
So if you're doing something very heavy,
You want multiple?
very heavy has to be in a stud.
Okay.
So if this picture was super heavy, I would try to find studs to align this on, even if it
What's
doesn't.
super heavy?
Think like 100 pounds, 150 pounds.
Like adult person.
Like this TV right here. This TV is put in the studs that the drywall is hanging off of.
Okay.
And so that TV mount, my fat ass could hold on it and it wouldn't come off the wall.
Okay.
So if you have like little kids that are running underneath your TV and you want them to survive,
Yeah.
that's your path.
Okay. So you put anchors in to kind of give the support that a stud would have offered.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I dropped my hammer. But in cases like this, I like to use hammers like this.
What's that?
This is like old people will call them rubber mallets, but it's basically a plastic hammer. So like it hitting metal things, it won't damage the metal.
Okay.
But it'll help things go through. So
It's got
something
enough
like this.
pressure to be effective.
Well, I just dropped it off the ladder onto our tile.
Yeah.
It didn't destroy the tile.
Oh, okay.
So if I would have dropped the regular hammer,
we'd have cracks.
we would have chipped a hole in the tile.
Oh, great. Okay. Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Like a forever house question. So like we will have some sort of like mimicked hardwood floor.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
What do you mean by mimicked?
Well, hardwood is a pain in the ass over time. So you would do some sort of, like, it looks like hardwood, but it's more harder wearing, or it's more durable, or easier to keep clean, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Sort of like why people do granite versus marble. They like the look of it, but it's just too much of a pain in the ass. So if you dropped a hammer on hardwood looking alternatives, does that have the same effect that it would on tile or no? It kind of depends on the material used.
It depends on the material.
Okay.
I mean, it definitely would do something.
Yeah.
But a metal hammer is going to be a lot worse than a
Rubber
than
mallet.
a plastic hammer.
Okay.
All right. So this one, this anchor, it didn't go in right.
Why?
Well, it just didn't go in right.
Oh, okay. Is it because it's IKEA, or is it just because of the what?
Because it just didn't catch.
Okay.
So I'm not going to use it.
Okay.
Not going to use that hole. We'll create
That
a new
hole? Okay.
and we're going to do it again.
Okay.
Now again, this is one of those things where it doesn't have to be perfect on our alignment. So
In terms of distance from that middle point, it is supposed to be perfect in terms of the level.
exactly, it's perfect
Okay.
to the level, but I don't have to have this. Like, so I just moved an inch over.
Okay. You don't want your piece to be crooked. This is where the laser level's so nice, right? Because look, you have to start over.
All right, so that one caught. Now we just have a hole in the wall. But there will be a picture there, so nobody will notice.
I'm kind of so excited to see Bowie over mistletoe at Christmas time. I think it's, especially like Goblin King Bowie. I get such a, yeah, he loves Goblin King Bowie. And I just get a kick out of like, of all the things that we could have gone with first, we went with this. And and it's not even something that we like really lead with. Like if you got to know us, you wouldn't know this. So it's just the randomness of it. I find so entertaining. Jeremy hasn't had a haircut in like 9 months with that quarantine look going. But I want to straighten his hair before he gets it cut once we're out of quarantine. Because I just feel like it's going to be such a great, we need to document the wonder that it is. Is it a slack issue? Like, is it kind of tight?
The way he did this, it's a little bit
Tight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you come? So, problem we're running into
He made those.
is that when Francis made this, and there's nothing wrong with this, but when he made this, this is recessed a little bit, so it makes it really hard to catch this wire. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this piece in here, and so what'll happen is it'll make it easier for this to grab.
Okay. That makes a ton of sense.
Yep. I always bang on the wall because because I want to see if it's going to fall.
Yeah.
That is perfectly level. You can't look at the line on the painting because that painting's 4 or 5 inches out from the face. So that changes
What you
the
think center
surface
is.
area.
Yeah.
So the ones that are right are this one and the one on the top.
Yeah.
So let's see how far off from center we are. 20 inches on this side. And we are 18 inches on this side. So we're 1 inch off from perfectly centered.
You really can't tell.
So we're perfectly level, but 1 inch off from perfectly centered. I don't think I can't see an inch.
No, you can't. The other thing to keep in mind though is where the light hits everything, that will have more shadow on that wall. So even if you did see it, you wouldn't see it all day, every day. Like that side of the, you know what I mean? Because the light will create depth, or the lack of light will create depth of field. So it actually retracts that side. I think we could have gone wider. I don't think we could have gone taller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For that specific wall, I think it would have looked weird. Maybe like a little bit taller, but not a lot. You're like maybe a 2-inch difference. But I think that actually looks really good there.
Huh?
It makes me want to paint this whole house, but that's not happening.
Awesome.
It looks so good.
You need to send a picture to Nikki and Francis.
Yeah, we do. Considering it's up on a wall that you're never going to get that close to. Because it's like, shit, he's 6'5". What ceilings? What is that, honey? What is that, like 11 feet? What's the ceiling above your head right now?
Above my head?
Yeah, is it 10 or 11 feet?
That?
Yeah.
Well, this is probably 10 foot right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's so cool, though. How tall are you? Did you shrink too?
What?
I said, how tall are you? Did you shrink too?
What do you mean?
Well, you get the thing out. How tall are you?
Oh, I'm actually measuring.
I know.
This is 108 inches, 9 feet.
Okay. You're not going to measure yourself?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that seems about right. It's 9 feet.
Okay. I just jumped. You should measure yourself, see if you get shorter.
What?
I said you should measure yourself, see if you get shorter with me. Are we both on the decline, or is it still just me?
I don't know, how do I measure myself?
Put that on the floor, put your foot on the little silver part, and then keep it straight and see where your head lands.
Yeah, but that's like totally inaccurate. You might grab back here, you might grab up here.
No, you like do it with intention.
Mm.
That's how I found out I lost a ½ inch. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to know if he got shorter.
I don't.
That's a male. That's a straight man at the doctor for you. I don't want to know.
Silly. It's like
He doesn't
not
care.
that invested.
Yeah, but would you say I'm heightist? Maybe I'm invested.
You are.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to leave me for some short dude.
No.
The short dude might have personality. What if the short dude's Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart's got like 6 kids.
Well, yeah, but he could be the next up and coming Kevin Hart. He's charismatic.
So are you.
Why not? That's why you're with me.
Uh-huh. And you're tall. And you put up with all my bullshit.
Yes, I do.
What are you doing?
Trying to level this painting.
Oh, okay. Oh, because it got crooked?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so those brackets worked out fairly well, given, yeah, because this thing's pretty much against the wall all the way up.
That's awesome. Okay, that's our big industrious project for the day. If you guys are interested, and I don't know if anybody is, but in case you are, Francis is my best friend's husband. He's a professional drummer. He's in the band Buck Terry. He is also clearly an oil painter. And prefers large scale. So this is like the smallest piece you'll see. And what did we do? Like, 24 by 24 or something.
I don't remember.
I don't either. But that's like,
asked that before I hung it on the wall.
yeah, it's fine. That's like the smallest he'll ever do. And we, I think any other pieces we get from him will be larger, but they won't be made for this house. They'll be made for the forever house. But yeah, so if you're interested in his art, I know they're working on a site for him right now. Like there's a bunch of, things in motion during quarantine and pandemic and whatnot because he's got the time. But I'll link his like Instagram and whatnot. And yeah, but yeah, it's all oil and, obviously it takes a while but look at it. It's so cool. And the thing that I really like about this that he kept, he mentioned a few times last night was this isn't actually from a picture. This image doesn't actually exist. Like he didn't just like copy it from a screenshot. They watched Labyrinth and like took a bunch of different pictures for reference. And then they like, Nikki was like, I like his hair in this. I like his eye in this. I like, cause he's 2 different color eyes. So it's a totally unique one-off piece. And it's original, so it's not like a print of an original, right? So that's cool. So if you're interested in that, here you go. But we're really happy with it. So thanks, Francis. Hello. Say hello. Adelaide, they think has an ulcer in her eye. So I have to take her to the eye doctor, to the doggy doctor. But since, high risk, they're gonna try to do like a curbside thing and then call me and do like a over the phone thing. So, this is fun. She had a mobile groomer. She has a mobile groomer. I shouldn't say she has. She still does. And I think she might have like turned or something. And when she turned, maybe they nicked her like fur. Cause like her one side of her eye, like her one eye rather, I should say, her left eye has significantly less like eyelash area hair than the other side, than her other eye. And I just don't know, right? So I had a vet check. I had like a what is this thing called? Like a texting sort of, back and forth with the vet yesterday with her doctor, and they said, okay, yeah, you gotta bring her in. We need to like actually examine her, and then we need to get her on like medicated eye drops to fix it. So that's what we're gonna go do. So that's my fun outing for the day. And then I gotta mail my dad out some stuff.
Is you ready to go get your eyeball fixed? I hope so, because I don't like it when you is not feeling so good. Makes me sad. I love you too much for you to be not having a good day, You was pretty for the princess. You was my nice baby.
Took me half an hour to get this errand done for him. After we're like, God, if you wear an N95 mask and you have a button nose, that shit pulls down on your nose so hard. I know this is like such a bitchy thing to talk about, but like, ugh. I have to like push my nose back up. Good morning. It's Friday morning. I'm gonna go get groceries. This week has been insane. Obviously we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and obviously we're still in this huge unemployment and like summer with kids, and my friend had a heart attack, and like it's just been a fucking week. And my dog has an ulcer in her eye, so 3 times a day I have to go put these two they're 10 minutes apart. Sorry, there's a lizard on the front of my house I'm staring at. I have to do these like eye drop things to her, and I feel like a monster every time, so I just feel terrible about that. It's just been a week, and so I'm gonna go pick up groceries because we need some. I'm doing curbside, obviously. We need some, but I also bought a bunch of stuff for them because we're gonna drive it up and drop it off at their house, because in fairness, like, they've got 2 little girls, and his heart stopped. So it's just been a week. and you know, you're trying to be a good person, and you're trying to do all the things that the world wants you to do, but at the same time, your life did not stop, right? And life is not fair, and it's just a lot in a week. It was a lot in one day. There was one day where I was like, holy shit, all of this happened today. It was Tuesday, because I had to take Adelaide to the doggy doctor. Found out our friend had a series of heart attacks. And I got the diagnosis for Adelaide, and then it was Blackout Tuesday, and I'm getting yelled at because, like, I was at the fucking vet when, you know, I'm not spotlighting somebody. I'm like, whoa. So, and we're high risk, so it's not like I can just, like, stroll in somewhere. Like, my God, this week. Like, oh my God. So, like, I don't even know where to start. But I'm gonna go get some groceries, and then maybe I'll check in later. I don't know. I've got to bring my friend stuff to take care of her family tomorrow, and then Sunday Adelaide has a follow-up appointment because we're really hoping it's like a 40% coverage ulcer. She thinks she has a chemical burn, so I'm not sure what the fuck. She's like, did something splash? So I'm really stressed out about that because that's my child, and this week is just. Like, I posted that thing where it's like, maybe 2020 is supposed to be hard for a reason, but like, holy shit, can it not be every single day? Like, can we breathe? And I know, like, I took the 10-day ride, and she said this comment that's been stuck in my head now, where it's like, take that breath and then be grateful for it. And I'm like, yes, like, I totally get what you're saying, but like, this is how everybody collectively has heart attacks. You know what I mean? Like, we're no good if we all die from like heart failure. So it's just a lot at once, and you know, and life doesn't stop. Life does not stop. So I don't know. So this week, I'll tell you right now, just to synopsize the garden, because I know for sure I haven't vlogged that. Blackberries have started to slow down. Everything else is starting to pick up a little bit. Nothing's producing fruit, but we're still way early in that. I am going to pick up groceries, but I'm going to plant some of the ginger that I ordered. And then, I don't even know what else. I've got some more seeds I ordered. They're coming. I'll plant those. But honestly, this week is just, like, it's just been, I can't go protest because we're high risk. I can't do what I want to do. I'm trying to spotlight things, but at the same time, I'm trying to take care of what I need to take care of at home. And, you know, I got kicked out of a Peloton group because I think Black Lives Matter is a human issue and not a political issue. So then we started our own group, so now I'm moderating that. And it's like, and Adelaide. And it's like, and my friend. And then this. Oh, wait, and then that. Oh, let's make this 3 times harder than it needs to be because, you know, this is intense as shit. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to go get some groceries and stop bitching because, you know, end of the day, I'm still alive. Like, I think of Alex. I'm like, thank God for Peloton, dude. Because I think of, like, I've had a couple of quotes through my head the last couple of days where Alex is like, he says, like, in every single ride with him, he's like, you woke up. It's a good day. You woke up. It's a blessing. And then I watched him say something where he's like, you know, my mom watches my stories, like, immediately. And she texts me every couple hours to make sure I'm alive. And he goes, I'm a grown-ass man, my mother. And she's not doing it because she's, like, obsessed. She's doing it because she wants to make sure I'm breathing. And it's just like, if this week feels like this to me, you know what I mean? Like, no fucking wonder why heart attacks are like one of the top leading causes of death for Black people. Because like this amount of stress on the daily is holy shit levels of not healthy. You know, like no wonder why. So, yeah. All right. I'm gonna stop.